Hello and welcome everyone to Silver Asset of the Day for the 1st of October 2021, presented by myself, Phil Carr, at the Gold and Silver Club. So as we get towards the end of the week here, what do you need to be aware of? Well, firstly, in the last week, hedge funds and money managers, they've trimmed their overall net long position on silver by 7%. So with that, of those funds that do have a position on silver, 51% are currently long. With such a drastic change in the overall net long position in the last week and also the end of the quarter, this of course also married up with lower prices for gold and silver at the start of the week as we've moved into the final few days of the third quarter of the year, which is very common to see this selling pressure on gold, on silver and the dollar breakout, which we've essentially seen over the last three sessions with the dollar index breaking out to 1 year highs, exactly what we discussed with you at the beginning of the week. As you know, we're built into 6 trades on the dollar over the month of September. We've finally now closed out of that position for over 900 points on Wednesday. So of course, for every one lot that you would be trading, that's $9,000 of profit. For every 10 lot contract you'd be trading, that's $90,000 of profit. And we've talked you through this risk off environment that you're likely to get over the month of September, how to capitalize on that and how to build in positions on the dollar over the last month, which I hope you've been able to maximize on because that has delivered a huge amount of gains for us at the Gold and Silver Club. Not only that, now that we've reached the end of the quarter, what you'll likely start to see here is fresh capital come back into the markets as we move into a new quarter, the final quarter of the year from the 1st of October onwards. As a result, we've started to build into positions here on the metals just on Thursday. In fact, our gold trade within 24 hours broke out over 300 points to the upside in our favor, which of course, again, every one lot contract you'll be trading, that's $3,000 of profit. For every 10 lot contract, that's $30,000 of profit. But this is very common. At the end of the month, you're going to get traders then booking their profits for the quarter. And then as a result, sellers in the market that have been capitalizing on the sell side of gold, silver, platinum over this month, they're then going to need to book their profits at the end of the quarter. Subsequently, you get that breakout and move higher, which you can capitalize on, obviously, by then going long very near the lows. As we've mentioned many times, you want to be patient, wait for the lows to get put in at the end of the month, at the end of the quarter, and then you can capitalize on this inflow of capital that you typically get as you move into a new quarter and the final quarter of 2021. So silver, for example, on Wednesday broke down 4% to the downside. Over the month of September, silver has broken down 10%. Silver over September of 2020 broke down 11%. So a very similar cycle has played out over this month. Just be mindful that as we go into next week, we are going to see the Golden Week public holidays in China. During that week, that is where you can, over the Asia Pacific session, during thinner liquidity, see exaggerated moves in the market, and that can provide vulnerability. So the way that I see this playing out is that we could potentially have a short-term rally here at the end of the week for the metals into the beginning of next week, but then be mindful during the Asia Pacific session from Monday through to Thursday with China on their public holiday and also with the Evergrande situation right now, which is creating more of a risk-off environment, you may well see further liquidation. It would really not surprise me to then see the metals start to pick up further momentum from approximately the 7th of October onwards, once China are back from their public holidays. In between, it's likely to be a bit choppy. You may well see some strength on the 1st of October, the beginning of next week, then you may get a bit of pressure over the middle of the next week. That's the way I would suggest metals could play out over the next week here. And of course, this comes back to having data, market intelligence, really understanding capital flows in the market. We've been talking you through everything over the month of September, the risk-off environment, the strength that we've expected on the dollar. Just look at the dollar index now. It's broken out to 1 year highs. And we've talked you through this the whole month. We've been long the dollar, 6 positions, finally banked that trade now for over 900 points. And now we're starting to then add to the metal positions after they've been essentially hammered for the whole month. We're getting much, much lower prices, and we've already seen a decent breakout to the upside on gold, silver, platinum in the last 24 hours. Again, this comes down to utilizing a research-driven approach to the market, not using outdated technical analysis. You can literally teach a 3-year-old how to draw lines and pattern on a chart, and they could call themselves a technical analyst. So just be aware of that. You want to make sure that you're using data, market intelligence, statistics Alongside that, understand key areas of liquidity, capital flows in the market, learn and understand the daily, the monthly, the weekly, the quarterly cycles for each commodity, the major news items that will have the biggest impact on those commodities, understand and learn macroeconomics alongside that, fundamentals, learn the intermarket correlations, the ratios in the market, and of course you want to be aware of how the hedge funds, money managers, banks and institutions are positioned in the market. That will help you massively to get an edge. So with that, if you would like to learn the research-driven approach to the market, join our community of successful traders and join our professional mentorship program. There is an opportunity for you to do so. Just make sure you click in the link below today's report in order to make an application to join our professional mentorship program.